5 steps to living life with chicken poop on your boots, holes in your clothes, and dirt under your fingernails. Living the self-sufficient, simple country life of your dreams. How do you find your forever home? Property that you can afford.
Live happy, fun-loving, and carefree.
You've been bitten by the self-sufficient, simple country living bug. Ouch! Ready to leave the city and move to the country and begin living a simple, self-sufficient life. How can you find the perfect property when your heart is bigger than your bank account? Let's chat about 5 steps that you can use today to help you find the home that you actually want to live in, the simple country life of your dreams. You know, a place that you can pee off of the back porch whenever you feel like it. So, step number 5. Where is the land located? The thing is, you really need to think about and know where you want to live. And maybe even more importantly, know where that you don't want to live. There are several states that we're not living in, no matter what. What's most important to you? Any states that you're not willing to live in? With all the sky-high real estate prices today, how do you find a piece of property that you can afford to purchase and that it's good enough you and your family, you guys actually want to live in it? Right? Know what you want and know how you can compromise to get it. Oh, bonus step. Decide what kind of property that you need. Is this going to be more of a hobby farm? Or is this going to be an actual working farm? Maybe you're just looking for a self-sufficient property because, hey, you want to provide for yourself as much as possible. It's important to know what you'll use the property for before that you actually begin your search for it. Ooh. I don't like to talk about this, but many people begin their search and their enthusiasm quickly turns to disappointment because the dream property of their imagination is out of reach or it doesn't even exist. How do we adjust our wants with what we can realistically purchase? How do we bring together our imagination, that perfect place that we see in our minds, and reality? What's, actually available out in the real world? Like what we have. Step number 4. Before you invest in a forever home, you should know what happened on this land in the past. This is really serious. A young couple with a 3-year-old son purchased a 20-acre farm way up in Maine with plans to grow and sell vegetables, and along the way investing thousands of dollars in all kinds of improvements like a greenhouse. A little while ago, having their water tested, they discovered they are drinking highly toxic water. The food that they're selling is full of harmful forever chemicals, things that aren't going to go away. You need to know the land's history. You sure don't want to be caught in that situation. Okay, so you're ready to get serious about living with dirt under your fingernails. So how do you start looking for your chicken poop on your boots property? How do you find your forever home, a property where you can do whatever you need and whatever you want to do? Step number 3, zoning ordinances, their regulations. Make sure that you can do what you want to do on your land. For example, if you want to build a tiny house and the local building rules have a 1,500 square foot minimum requirement, hey, you might have to say no thanks. Residential zoning, agricultural zoning, commercial zoning, it can be confusing. So make sure that you know what building codes and regulations you're looking at. You'll likely want to be able to do things like, grow plants and raise chickens. And let's not forget about you being able, remember, to be peeing off the back porch whenever you feel like it. All right, step number 2. How accessible is the property? And this kind of works both ways. Maybe you want to be readily accessible, and hey, maybe you don't. Our dream property is 100 acres in a perfect square with our house hidden smack dab right in the middle of it. The thing is, land off the beaten path, the places that are great bargains tend to be not so easy to get to. And the ability to access the property all year around is probably going to be important. There's lots of property for sale out there that they don't even have any access at certain times of the year. So again, it might be a good thing, but if you can't get in or out of your property 3 months in the spring, you kind of want to know about it, right? And step number 1, the most important step of all, will it fit your current and your future goals? Do you see the potential? The self-sufficient, simple country life can take many strange twists and turns. Today, you might only see yourself with, maybe a little small garden and 3, 4, 5 chickens or so. Tomorrow, you might see yourself with a really big, large garden and a giant flock of chickens. Maybe some goats or even a cow or 2. Hey, where's the sunny spots? Where's the shade? What happens when it rains, which it's about to do today? I'm hoping it doesn't. The truth is, until you live someplace through the seasons, maybe even a couple of years or more, you can't really know what you need. A small house might be fine as long as the barn is really nice and big. And as you start your journey from life in the city to life in the country, living your self-sufficient, simple country life, don't let your family and your friends talk you out of getting a farmer tan and chicken poop in your hair. Live happy, live fun loving, and live carefree. Freedom!